What's going on, YouTube? It's Sensei and Place to be chilling, Mr. A&D and the Anime Hero Swag on Zero.
I'm in a different angle. I'm sorry.
He's a different angle. My man looking down. I mean, like, he is above us all, kind of like Omni-Man is. You know, he looking down at everybody else. Bruh, I can't stand that guy. I can't stand that guy, bro. I hate that he's all powerful. But yo, we are back here for the season finale, the final two episodes, episode 7 and episode 8 of Invincible. Okay, so like first of all, we give our overall thoughts on the last two episodes. Then we're going to break it down for you guys. Basically, just a casual conversation of how we felt about the episodes and basically what it's leading up to and what we think is going to happen for season 2. Because me and Swag are not familiar, or at least I'm not familiar with the source material of Invincible. So, but first off, Swag. So
I'm not either.
Okay,
I'm not either.
So first off, Swag, how'd you feel about these last two episodes? Are we on ABC?
I've already said. I've already said this is my show of the year. This is my show of the year. It's incredible, and it brought me back to the same feeling I had when I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, where it was just quality animation, great storytelling, and it just showed people behind the camera or behind the animation studio like really cares about a product, and them bringing that full flesh. You could tell everyone was a fan of this, that was into this. So episode 7 was great. Episode 8 was just mind-blowing. I can't give this series anything less than a complete nerdgasm.
I have to agree. I don't know if there's a delay on your end when you're hearing my comments or not, but
it might be a small delay.
Okay. I was like, it feels like, you know, I'm interviewing like somebody off Action News or something like that. You just sitting there waiting for them to speak. So, my thing is, yeah, it's a delay. I thought it was great. These episodes are really good. Episode 7 was like the calm before the storm usually was. And I was like, okay. Episode 8, I was like, we gonna finally get, because see, I like build up. I like the same day. I was like, we'll get Invincible versus Omni-Man. I didn't know we was gonna get a level 4 stomping. I didn't expect that, to be honest with you, but it still didn't change my way from the series by no means. But however, this series gets a complete nerdgasm from me. So I recommend you guys go out there and check it out. Invincible was great. It was a sleeper hit of the year. It's definitely going in one of my best of 2021, especially when it comes to, because, you know, I'm also going to rate some shows for 2021 also this year. And I'm glad we're still able to bring you the TV experience. I do hope that me and Swag get to go and check out them. If we could just like kind of knock that out today and then just go review it.
I need a day off. I would love to this weekend, but Mother's Day, I thought Mother's Day was next weekend, but
it's this weekend?
It's actually this weekend.
It's this weekend?
Yes, it's this weekend. I thought it was next.
Oh.
Yeah, the 9th.
Woo. Okay.
That threw my whole schedule off.
You got one mama to worry about. Okay. Yeah, so guys, if you guys know what it is, it's time for this whole spoilers, man. So if you guys don't want no spoilers, right here is spoiler time here. So we go on to episode 7. And episode 7, we now know that Nolan has known that Debbie they had found out the secret, and everybody wants to know why. Why did you kill the whole, you know, the whole, what was it, Guardians of the what were their names? Swag, as you freeze. Look like he froze.
Guardians of the Globe.
Okay, I was about to say, what happened to you, bro? Like you froze for a minute.
Oh, did I froze? Oh, okay. No, it's the Guardians of the Globe.
Oh, okay. So, a couple big storylines here, because obviously, we have Mark's best friend who found out his secret, Amber who kind of already knows, but I do have to agree with you because that was a little shady. I was like, yeah, I already knew, but you just don't even make no time for me. I was like, yeah.
See, I had a whole thing about that. My man is out here trying to save people, and she's like, but what about me? I'm like, are you serious?
But see, that would have meant something if he was saving people.
he did save people. The whole thing with the fight with that guy that could control earthquake guy.
Titan?
He saved them people from dying.
To a Titan?
Not him. Not Mahershala Ali, the old guy that him and Adam Eve fought.
Man, he wasn't even talking to Amber then. I'm talking when he was talking to Amber, everything that he was supposed to be meeting up with Amber with, go back and look. He was getting his ass whooped. That shit could have waited. It could have waited, okay? And even when it came to Titan, I was just like, yo, that whole ass whooping could have waited. This man has seen the hospital more times average superheroes have seen the hospital, okay? To be completely honest with you. So, we got that storyline, and also, in episode 7, Robot is trying to take this little mutant baby looking thing. It looks like Krang from Ninja Turtles a little bit.
That's him.
Yes, that's him.
Actually Robot. Yeah, that's him.
And now he's trying to put it into another, get the Mauler brothers to transfer his mind into this other body, so he won't be a robot no more. More so like a teenage body, so he can finally hook up with Monster Girl. I said, wait a minute, is a robot doing all this with a pussy? Like that's like seriously, I never really thought of that. So in the meantime, as Omni-Man is he knows that everybody kind of knows a secret, and then also he gets set up. He goes back to his house where they have all the soldiers in like camouflage and stuff like that. He goes full Homelander and just takes them. Yeah. Bro, I swear I ain't never thought somebody getting pushed and half their body go across the table is a fake talent. I was like, that is like, I don't even want to play with you.
I'm saying here, Ed Boon want to work with DC. I'm like, sir, we have the boys and Invincible that you can just have fully fun with.
Exactly.
Use them.
Well, because it's Warner Bros. It's all part of that contract.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so he is going to look at it. One of the more frightening scenes, it ain't when he's going around and killing everybody. More frightening scenes is when he comes up to his best friend. And he says, "Where's Mark? You were supposed to drop him off an hour ago." and he's got the indent of the roof going down his head. Like, I can crush you easily right now, kid. I really can. And then when he goes to search for Mark, Cecil has this little energy beam that comes down to try to take him out. So they're trying to do everything they can to take out Omni-Man. But
that was great animation with the beam coming down and then just I like.
It kind of reminded me a lot of Man of Steel when they had the little machine.
Yeah,
and he just stands up there. He's holding it up there for the beam. I thought it was cool for animation wise.
Yeah, it's just like solidified. It's like, yo, what can stop him?
Exactly,
there's nothing that can stop this person.
Well, we thought something could because Cecil summons this whole alien looking thing.
Yeah, was that? Before that, I remember those robots from the Source.
Oh, yeah.
He sent them out for them. And they actually had a pretty good fight with him.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't stopping him at all, though. At all.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, Robot gets his mind transferred into this young boy type thing. And then he tries to take out the Maulers by creating this huge robot. But then he gets called back to the New Guardians because they're monitoring what's going on. And I like how they're like, yo, we did go out there. Like, nah. This ain't our fight yet. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, because we go out there and the same thing that happened to the old Guardians is going to happen to these Guardians. And we far more... Go ahead.
I just like how they said, you guys are the last call. It's like, if he stopped the OG Guardians, everything you've been hitting them with, what makes you think this ragtag team could take them out? Because compared to the old Guardians, this ragtag team sucks.
They do.
They suck.
So when they realize that they really can't do nothing to help, here comes Mark. He sees his dad is getting beat up by this huge plant looking thing. After Amber breaks it up with him. But hold on, before that comes, the Mauler brothers decide that they're going to bring back the Immortal, who was one of the Guardians, the last to get killed. And he comes back. That was a good scene. And they brought him back. He goes like all these timelines that he was part of. And he was like, "Where's Omni-Man? I'm pissed." Go after. I was like, okay, now we gotta fight. That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, somebody that's going to go toe to toe. It's kind of like my Shazam versus Superman fight. Until he comes there, and I'm like, this is going to be the calm before the storm. Because see, this is what I thought. I ain't say this was what happened. This is what I thought. The Immortal and Iron Man was going to really have a fight, but he was going to weaken him down and kill him again. I had no doubt he's going to die again. He would kill him again, but then when his son sees what he did, when Mark sees what he did, then it's going to be all on. I did not expect what I saw between any of this. So he really makes little work. He actually takes out the Immortal easier than he did the first time. Do you know how you got to fail so bad that you got to get your ass whooped twice and die twice?
By the same guy.
By the same, bruh. On any team, it don't matter if it's esports or real sports, you're benched. You don't come out and get.
It was like Sonic Fox versus Perfect Legend.
Yeah, no, man. You don't get waxed, come back more angry to get waxed worse. You know what I'm saying? It has to be some give and take here, and there wasn't. So after this whole parasite looking thing, it looks like it's finally about to take Omni-Man down a little bit. Then Mark sees it and it was like, okay, let me help my dad. I'm like, oh, Mark, come on, Mark. She's like, yo, you need to get here. Now you fucking this whole thing up, like, because we were like this close, and we talk about Omni-Man. This is really close. Okay, so we were this close to kind of taking this guy down, but he helps him and then we go over and then Mark. Oh God, how does Mark find out that Omni-Man?
He was Mark was fighting that monster. Yeah, Omni-Man and Mark was fighting the monster. And then that's when the Immortal came in and took Omni-Man away. Where Invincible had to fight that monster himself.
You're right.
He defeated the monster, and then he saw I think Omni-Man's fist through the Immortal, and he dropped him. And that's when I think two started to come together. It was like, oh, no one could have killed them but you.
Yeah.
And then he was like, Mark was just Omni-Man was looking at him, eyes bloodshot red. Like, we need to talk. I was like, oh God, this is hard.
Yeah. So, this flows kind of into episode 8, where we get the season finale, and he says, "Look, I'm gonna tell you the truth about where I come from. I do come from Bertram, but we ain't the plan that I was telling you about. We were the survival of the fittest. We took out all the weakest links there was. There was a stack of bodies high." In the air, and there's like 200 of them left to go and create this new world. And then, of course, he was like, well, he wants to do the same thing here with Earth, which a lot of power hungry people want to do. And the way he was explaining it to Mark, and he was like, "What do you think of Mom?" He said, "I did love your mom, but I loved her like a pet." I said, "He got to go." I said, "Yo, man. We'll talk about his mom's like that, man. He got to go." So they start fighting, because first Marcus beat him like, "Dad, can you hear me in there? They're taking over your mom." I'm like, bruh, stop. Because he was trying.
I could understand seeing someone you knew for so long that you love, and they're just killing them without remorse. It's like, yo, okay, come on, man. You got to get back in there. No, I did it.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now. Side note, I don't want you to say without remorse with me for at least a week. Okay? Because that movie was bad enough to go through that. So I don't even need to hear that. So, but he just tossed him off. Was like, "No, Mark, listen to me. For the first time in my life, I'm telling you the truth. I was like, did anybody peep that when he said that? And I was just like, yeah, that means he been lying to you for a very long time. So, and now the fight is going. We get Invincible taking on Omni-Man. And this whole episode 8, is just this fight. And can we really even call it a fight?
That's like a fight. It was a bloodbath. It was a bloodbath. Just
and to the point where he's whooping Mark's ass so much. He getting bored. So he's like, you know what? You want to care about all these people here? I'm going to go start killing them because they're weak. And we're going to be the only ones going to be here. And so he tries to go kill the pilot. Invincible saves the pilot, but then he's like, whew, man, I thought I wasn't going to make it. Then his head just get squished by Iron Man. And what? Oh, and then there's a fallen building. And he tries to save a mother and her daughter. And I was like... That touched me. Like, man, if I was in that position, I don't care what's happening, they getting saved.
I think it was the fact that Omni-Man punched Mark so hard that he flew from, like, the middle of, like, the forest into the city, through a building, messed up, like, caused a giant explosion, and cars flying over the place. Then he tries to go for the building. He can't make it. And it's like that. He was giving him everything.
Yes, he was working his ass. I don't even remember a clean shot Mark got off. He couldn't have. He couldn't have.
I think it was one he got, and then Omni-Man ate the second one. And then it was just like, whoop.
Exactly. So that was very heartbreaking when he found out that he couldn't save the woman and her daughter. And we go back to more of an ass kicking, and there's this point. Iron Man takes this guy, and he's beating the shit out of his own son in the ground. I mean, just going at it. I'm like, God, I understand you're invincible. You can take some of them hits, but bruh.
No, I would say my favorite part in this whole fight, or the most if I was Mark, my superhero days are over. I will never be a superhero. After this moment where he just grabs you, he's like, you want to save people so bad, and hold your head up, seeing the train coming, and you just have bodies flying all over you. I'm like, that's nightmare fueled.
First of all, I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. Can some of y'all move? Why is everybody standing up? You know, I was like, hey, somebody, like, when I get on the train, I'm sitting there all the way to back. He can fly past. I'm going to just go back like this and hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? Do it like that.
Even the train was just still messed up.
Exactly. And I was like, that's a crowd-ass train. But he just stand there and let him go through all this and is killing hundreds of people. And I'm like, bro, you are invincible. You can't get him off your head or nothing. You can't just toss him to buy some time. That was something. But as he's beating his ass in the rock, he said, in 500 years, everybody that you love is going to be dead. And then what you going to have? And then here he go. You dead? And I was like, don't do this. Don't give me compassion with this character when I hate him. That's the same thing they did with John Walker in Falcon and Winter Soldier. The reason why you didn't like him in the first place. Because he got to pay for that shit.
I understand. I think that was more development for Mark's character than it was for Omni-Man's character. Omni-Man deserves all the beatdowns. He deserves everything. That man should not be alive for what he did.
Yeah.
But I think that was more development for Mark's character because, like I remember earlier in the season, when he went to space and Cecil was like, look, I don't know if he could do it, but let's see what he's about. Let's see where his heart is. Mm-hmm. And now we could clearly see he wants to be 100% like human. This is part of him. This is his home. And he understands he can't, he saw everyone get murdered in front of him. And he understands that. Even though he will lose everything, he understands, look, this is my job at the end of the day, to save people. And I thought that line was great coming from him.
Mm-hmm. I agree. But I don't want no remorse for this guy. I don't. I really don't. You don't hand your son no ass whooping like that, and then then you start thinking about him playing baseball, and Debbie explained to him what humanity is, as we're having like a family moment, and like, oh, Daddy, he has to fly off. I'm like, no. And I was waiting for like him to fly off and Invincible to grab his leg, like, now get your ass back down here. Now I'm motivated. That's what I thought was going to happen, like to the point where he's going to stop him like this, like, you and beat me way too many times, and he was actually going to live up to his name. Now you need to cancel that name along with your social security number, because there's no way on this earth that you can walk with that name and get walked like that.
The only way I can see this going is if, like, by the end of season 2, well, I mean, Invincible trains and all that. By the end of season 2, that lion beast guy got to come back.
Battle Beast?
Him and Mark got to fight.
Battle Beast?
Him and Mark got to fight. I don't know. I don't remember what his name was.
Battle Beast.
Battle Beast?
Battle Beast was his name.
Okay. He got to come back. Him and Mark got to duke it out. And if Mark get trashed again, that's why I feel like Omni-Man is just going to come out of nowhere and take the rest of the fight. And that's when we're going to get, like, I guess, the trial of Omni-Man.
Oh, the trial. I don't need no trial show, man. I see the Law and
But,
Order.
I mean, he's guilty.
But however, I do like during this fight, the Guardians like, look, that's just between that family right there, because we know better, but we go out there and still save lives. I was like, thank you. Can somebody please save these innocent people's lives? Because I was tired of seeing them get murked. I was tired of seeing them get murked. And they was out there doing the best they could, trying to save everybody's life. So Cecil takes Mark to the hospital again. And as he's there, getting operated on. And the guards come back, and then Rex Explode still trying to clean the blood off, and then he was just like, yo, we ain't earned it yet. And then he's like, oh, fuck off. First of all, Rex Explode gets on my nerves too. He need his ass whooped too.
Yeah, he does. Rex
Explode need to get his ass whooped too, but then all the guards were standing good. He's like, now we a team. Then they all just sitting there and want to wash the thing off. So I was like, okay, dope kind of moment. And he's still in the hospital bed. He finally recovers. Cecil kind of explains to him, I forgot what that empty room, that big white room they were in. It was kind of like the Matrix type thing. I don't know what it necessarily was. And what he was trying to explain to him.
It was like the room where they create like weapons to go against Omni-Man.
Yeah.
And I actually like the explanation where they said the chemicals in the water makes humans not see a certain light.
Oh,
well, we don't drink that.
Got you.
That's why he said lights on. He could see everything.
Oh, that's right. He did say that.
I thought that was very creative how they did that. I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. And I guess that explains the whole suit technology where they turn invisible.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely. So, with all that being said, this is what I was like, okay, I thought this episode was going to end like 4 or 5 times. It just kept on going. And Amber comes and she's like, she's concerned about him, and she's like, hey, he said, so what is this? You want to try to make this work? And she's like, yeah, if you want to. I know it's kind of rough for you right now, but do you want to go talk? She is sure. But then...
I'm like, girl, why are you back? You're like, oh, yo, I saw you get beat up. So you have to see me get beat up.
No, you see me get stomped out. Like, I'll be stomped and out. He just, like, they just stomped on his ass. Like, for real, like, church stomped him. And, but then his best friend and Amber not Amber, what was her name?
Eve.
Adam Eve comes up, and then it's like, wait a minute, you knew? So everybody, they all go out to just, go get some food and everything like that. He's having a, tough time, kind of struggling with it, which I thought was going to go off. He goes back and sees his mom. His mom is sitting there crying on the bed. She's going through a depression moment because that was her husband for 20-some years. And he just went out just like...
And she's a dog.
Yeah, and she's a pet to him. And she goes to his tailor, a.k.a. Mark Hamill, and they drink some liquor because she there's a part of her that doesn't want to believe it. I'm like, please don't go down this senile route. Don't do it to yourself. I want everybody to come together and hate this guy together. Okay, universally hate Omni-Man. Okay.
Yeah.
And so there's some call that these Martians give Invincible at the end. That's the only part I kind of didn't understand or missed it.
So the Martian, that was from, I think it was episode 3, where he will come to the solar system and give training.
Yeah.
Like, are you the defender of this planet? Yeah. All right. Well, we got to fight to train. And it turns out he was on the wrong planet.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't supposed to go to Earth. He was supposed to go to Girth or something like that.
Okay. That's lazy.
So he came back to warn. He was like, hey, it was like, yo, I just came back. I got to warn y'all. There's a Virtumite. Is that what they call it?
Yeah, okay.
There's a Virtumite on your planet. Yeah, there's a Virtumite on your planet, and it's way worse. That's 10 times worse than what's going on here. And then him and Mark talked about what was going on. And they said, hey, look, all the other worlds, like, we know about them. So we're trying to plan an alliance to where we have to take them all out. So whatever you did for your dad to go away, because Virtumites never do that. Whatever information you got, we could probably use that. So that's what the whole talk on the moon was.
Oh, okay. So where do you... Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
I was about to say, so now, where do you think season 2 is going to go? Because I haven't read the source material, so I don't know.
I don't know either. Time Historian been getting a lot of my views because of the series. I haven't been on that channel so long, but it was like, I just want to know the characters and know what's going on. And I've been so far in the series where it's like, I'm so confused. I'm like, okay, I don't know. But where this could go, I don't think we're going to see Omni-Man until the season finale of season 2. I don't think we're going to see him in season 2 at all. He might be a season 3 type.
He needs a full-on receipt. Like, as soon as he goes to the screen, Mark Haney to come out to say whoosh. Like, he needs a full-on receipt. And I'm hoping they build to that and we get a rematch in the second season. Like I said, I don't know where the comic books are heading, and I don't know how long they plan on making this series. I mean, it seems interesting. Makes you want to go back and read. Like, the last time I bought an Image comic was in the dollar store back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I didn't buy Image comics like that at all. Because I was like, other than Spawn, they kind of lazy. And coming from these names, it proves it. So, Girth and Robot, like, yeah, it proves it. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, but this story has been great. I've been loving it, and I'm glad we got the chance to experience this joint, man. So stay tuned. Whenever they announce season 2, kind of like The Boys, we'll jump on that. It's just the TV experience is a thing now. We can make sure that we go back and review these episodes of these shows that we didn't chance to do. So, guys, that is it for Invincible. Hope you guys check this thing out. It was great. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you guys enjoyed our review. Hit the subscribe button for every weekend for a TV experience review. Hopefully, next weekend we can try to get to them. If possibility, Loki don't start until my birthday on June 11th. So we got ways to go here. So we'll see what we can do and everything like that. So once again, this is NCA Place to be Chun Mr. D and the Anime Hero Swag on Zero. All right, and we'll see you on the next. We'll see you on the next channel.